friends, and welcome back. It's Miss Birgit again. And today we're going to be talking about the feeling of reflective. When we feel reflective, we think about experiences we have had or people that have been in our lives that have had a significant impact, that have helped us grow into who we are today. Oftentimes we find we're feeling reflective at important milestones in our lives. It might be at the end of a school year, when we're getting ready to graduate, when we're getting ready to move on to something new and different, and we're looking back on time that we've spent with a person or a group of people, or things that we've learned, skills that we've learned. Feeling reflective is a green zone emotion and something really important because it's part of the human experience, and it really helps us capture those important life moments that create where we are now and kind of sometimes help point us in the direction of where we want to go next. So the story I'm going to share with you today is a true one. It's a story that was co-written by Dovey Johnson Roundtree and Katie McCabe. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ms. Roundtree first. Ms. Roundtree was a trailblazer for the civil rights movement. She was an attorney, a minister, and one of the first women to be commissioned as an Army officer. During her time as a lawyer, she won a landmark case banning segregation in interstate bus travel. She died in 2018 at the age of 104. This book is based in part on a biography that she co-wrote with Katie McCabe. And this book is illustrated by Raissa Figueroa. And it's about Ms. Roundtree's relationship with her grandmother. She's reflecting on memories she has of her grandmother, who was an extremely influential woman in her life and helped her become the person that she eventually became. This strong, smart, capable woman who helped to change the world. So I hope you enjoy this story and it helps you start to think about feeling reflective and thinking about experiences you've had and people you have had in your life that have been meaningful, that have helped you get to where you are now, and maybe are helping point you in the direction of where you're ready to go next. So enjoy. This book is called We Wait for the Sun. The girl in this story, Dovey Johnson Roundtree, was born more than 100 years ago in Charlotte, North Carolina. During the time of racial inequity in America, she grew up to become a legendary civil rights lawyer fighting for justice. No matter how dangerous the fight was, she refused to quit. She believed that a better day was coming for African American people because that was what she had been taught by her bold and brave grandmother, Rachel Bryant Graham. Dovey loved to tell stories of her grandma Rachel. The story Dovey loved best is the one you are about to read. In the hour before dawn, we slip out of the house, and the midsummer night is dark and cool. As I follow the swish, swish of my grandmother's skirts, I can smell the damp earth beneath my feet and feel the dewy air on my face. Moving through the darkness toward the woods where blackberries grow, I'm certain Grandma Rachel and I are the only ones awake in the whole world. But then, as if by some secret signal, the others appear in doorways and fall into line one by one behind us. By daylight, these are the grown-up ladies who come to quilt with Grandma, passing food over the fence, gathering in our backyard for soap making. But now they are just shadowy figures in our silent march, our secret mission, our berry picking. It grows cooler as we enter the forest and darker. Dovey, Grandma calls out. I'm right here, I answer, right over here. The darkness isn't anything to be afraid of, child. If you wait just a little, your eyes will learn to see, and you can find your way. Hold on to my apron now. We begin to walk. Grandma's steps are swift and sure, and I move as she does. I fix my eyes on the shiny heels of her shoes, and I listen. The darkness holds 1,000 sounds. As we've pushed deeper and deeper into the woods, the blackness turns to gray, and sleepy birds begin to call to each other, sending echoes through the treetops. Grandma says the birds will lead you to the best berries every time. Sure enough, as we follow the sound of beating wings just ahead, we come into a clearing ringed with berry-studded bushes. The ladies swoop down, pails clanging, but I move closer to Grandma, following the sweep of her hand as it grazes a bush and comes back with the first berry of the day, frosted with dew. I open my mouth, she drops in the berry, and I bite down hard and suck the juice and know that there is no blackberry anywhere like this one. So fat it squirts seedy blue juice down my overalls, and so sweet I keep licking my lips to get the taste. Grandma looks down at me and laughs. Then she turns to the bushes and starts to hum, the way she does when it's time to get to work. The clearing fills with the sound of berries hitting tin pails. From my spot in the bushes, I pick berries as fast as I can and listen to the whispers of the goings-on at the church. Already heat is rising from the forest floor, making me think of the feast that is coming in just a little while, of how I'll get to eat berries from the minute I get home to the minute I go to bed. Again and again, Grandma reaches low or stands tiptoe to pluck berries. And then suddenly, in the middle of her rush, she stops. Look, Dovey, she whispers, over yonder. Slowly, slowly, the horizon pinkens. Here she comes, Grandma whispers. She draws me to her, and together we watch. The pink turn to red, the red to gold. Then all at once, as if at my grandmother's command, the orange ball that is the sun shows its face. It rises up over the edge of the world, and as it does, Grandma rises too and stands, just looking, her face shining in the light. I don't know how long we stay there watching, but when Grandma claps her hand on my shoulder and shakes out her skirts, dawn is day. My grandmother turns and heads down the path, quick and hurried again, leading me home. think of Grandma. I see her there, standing in the clearing, pail and sack at her feet, face turned upward to meet the dawn. Always I see her waiting for the sun. And that's the end of our story today, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I hope you take a moment to reflect and think about an experience or a person that's really had an impact on you, on where you are today, on who you are today, and on where you're going next. Take care. Have an awesome rest of your day. Till next time. Bye.